Lacazette's flick. It's Aubameyang! The beneficiary.
Morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Military Guna. Now, this episode is a player ratings for the Burnley versus Arsenal match. But first, my little insight on the match. Overall, it was a good match in my perception. We should understand that not all games would be solid, controlled, or winnable in our favor. We have to understand that a lot of these games would be rigid, and especially at Turf Moor, we would understand that the style of football that Burnley plays is not a style of football in which is suited to us. We play a more tiki-taka football as we're trying to, and Burnley is more likely air balls all over the place anywhere they can get it. Now, we would understand that it was a very hostile environment, especially for David Luiz, because the Burnley fans made a claim that David Luiz spoke about Burnley that they didn't play football. But we would understand that anyone would say that. I would believe anyone would say that, and I would say the same, because once they get the ball, they're looking for this long ball, hair ball all anywhere on the pitch. There's lob balls all over the place. Also, try to get these free kicks, get this dead ball. We've tried to find Ben Mee, Rodriguez, Cook, and those guys. But that is enough on Burnley. Now, moving on to Arsenal. I like the fact that we're now better defensively. We have a stronger defensive structure, and I could say that this game would have gone in any direction. So I would play it out to be a fairly even game. Now we got more than enough opportunity to put this game to bed. We didn't. Burnley got the one chance in which goal line technology would take it away from them, in which it was right. The referee had a very good game. I would understand that. Secondly, now moving on to the player ratings. Burnley, I would say Burnley would get 6. He come to work whenever he was called upon. He made some brilliant saves. The only issue is that I think it's a history now in which a lot of Arsenal fans are having. He's quite slow in transition with the ball at his foot. His contribute. I'll put this now. It takes a while to get the ball to the players. Even sometimes in which you could get the ball, knock it in transition, knock it to Aubameyang in quick transition, and possible get something out of it. But he's so slow with playing out from the back. So Burnley I'll give a 6. Starting from the right, Hector Bellerin. He had a fairly compact game, very good game. Also 6. We could see that he got winded in the end from about 70-75 minutes out. He was quite winded. Would understand with that because he's trying to get back to full fitness. So Hector Bellerin at 6. Mustafi, in which I would believe would be the man of the match in my point of view. So I'll give Mustafi an 8. It was a game suited for Mustafi. Second balls, hair balls, combativeness, all over the pitch, physicality. That was a suited game for Mustafi, and he dwelled in it. And I will give him a 8. It's for first high ratings for Mustafi, and I really appreciate how he's turned a new page. Hopefully, he's always have that one odd mistake in him, but I'm hoping that this is a new page for Mustafi, just like we've seen for Xhaka and a lot of the other players. David Luiz, fairly compact, stable game. I'll give David Luiz a 6.5, or I'll give David Luiz a 7, because it was hitting those diagonals and they were on point. Hitting Aubameyang, we'll get onto that, as I believe that Aubameyang should have at least put away one of those chances. Saka, we were having a very good game with him on the field, and it just seems that each time we're making a step forward, for some reason we lose a piece of the puzzle, and then we have to start all over again. But while Saka was on the field, he had a very outstanding. It was very good, and he was whipping those balls in. I know we understand. I would love the fact that I would hope that he's okay, and it was just a precaution why he came off. But I would give Saka a 6.5 as well. Moving to the midfield, Guendouzi. This would actually be a suited game for Guendouzi because it includes a lot of running, a lot of physicality, a lot of dribbling, and these are some of the things that we know Guendouzi are good at. It was a good performance from him, not outstanding, but it was a good performance. He did the right things. A lot of times he invited a lot of pressure on himself, but sometimes he gets away with it. But he should understand that not all the time he will get away with it, even when he's drawing those silly fouls. But I would give Guendouzi a 6. Moving on to Xhaka. Xhaka had an outstanding game in midfield, and also when he replaced Bukayo Saka at left back. He was strong. He didn't overlap because we knew he had in the pace, but he was firm defensively. He was quite firm. He whipped in a few balls and they were quite good as well. We all know that he has a very good left foot. So in Granit Xhaka, I give him a 7. Knowing to the fact that he actually played a dual role. Ozil, he was finding space, picking little pockets of space in which he would normally do, but I strongly believe that he should now contribute more. The physicality is actually first I've seen Ozil play against a physical team in which the physicality didn't get the better of him. It was quite agitated because he wasn't getting much of the ball, but that's where yes he's starting to get agitated, getting even a yellow card. But Ozil, it was a standard 5 because it was basically a standard performance, nothing outstanding. I think now this is now a time in which Arteta should now look at these players and realize that even a guy like someone like Ozil, that he's now moving past his best stage and he's running out of ideas. So we should now move past him. On the right hand side we have Martinelli. Wow, that left back really had Martinelli, but he put in a good performance, even though we didn't see much of him. He put in a good performance, but to me, in my point of view, Martinelli had a standard 5 out of 10 performance. On the left now we have Aubameyang. Aubameyang got about 4 clear-cut chances in which he should have put away, and I strongly believe that Aubameyang on a consistent Aubameyang playing would have put away at least one of those. And we could see that he was a bit rough on the edges because he was coming back from such a long break. But we would understand. But I believe that she should have put away at least one of those. But other than that, he worked hard, he put in a lot of work, and he run the lines well. I'll give Aubameyang a 6 as well. Now moving up top, Alexandre Lacazette. Personally, that was a performance of a 4. That was a 4. Lacazette is my guy, but that was a 4 performance. One of the strongest points was his whole of play. It's actually his whole of play, and really and truly I didn't see much of that in the game. The ball keeps bouncing off him. He wasn't controlling it. He wasn't controlling the ball. He keeps on getting these good chances and not putting them away. He's been in poor form now, and questions may beg to say, why is Arteta keep persisting with Lacazette like that, and he's not bringing in the result? Now, aside from the player ratings, I believe that Aubameyang should play down the central. Pepe on the right, Martinelli on the left. I don't know why Pepe didn't play in this match. I can't say, but I would love this would be a good game for Pepe. A lot of transition. He would attract a lot of players to him, and these guys are very rash. This would be a perfect game in which Pepe could at least get in the box and create something, even a penalty, because these guys are very rash how they tackle and how they approach. I think Arteta now gives everyone the rope, and now you see where everyone is at and the level that they're at. So this break is actually a good break for us. This 2-week period is a good 2-week period for us, and I really love the fact that we got this 2-week period. The Burnley fans were quite hostile towards David Luiz. As I said before, I'm not sure why, but they keep moaning each time one of their players would go on the ground, but yet still they applaud when every one of their players would commit a foul against one of Arsenal players. So they were very annoying. They were really annoying, and the referee had a good game, but they were kind of getting to the referee. Overall it was a good match, and the fans, they were out, and I'm far from there, but I can see that fans were out and they enjoyed the game. I would give the fans a 10. Arteta, I would give him a 7. I would give Arteta a 6 because the team selection, it shows fear, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It shows fear, and I don't like it. It showed fear, and I didn't like that. We know Arteta's the type. We play our game. Let the opposition come and prepare for us, knowing what they are going to expect. Let them try and stop us. But I give Arteta a 6. Now, Arteta really need to do something about the Lacazette, because we are playing players out of position to facilitate Lacazette. No, Lacazette is on a poor form. Pull him out of the team, give him time to rest, let him recuperate and think about his decision, work on a few things, and come back. Let him get that hunger. I'm not going to do the substitutions. I'm not going to do any player ratings for the substitution, other than maybe Torreira, who came on and got more time. I'll give Torreira maybe a 6.5, because when he came on, at least we could see that we gain a bit more stability in the middle of the pitch, in which we were losing. We're losing stability in the middle of the pitch, and he bring that back. So I would give Torreira that. Now, thank you. This is my player ratings. This it took a while to come out, but it might be late, but it's out. Please share, subscribe, and like, comment. Tell me what you think. And this is the Military Guna. I'm out.